All right, this is Mobile Gamer Nerd, and we are back with another Raid Shadow Legends free to play mystery shard only heroes that everyone can get run. It's a lot of stuff that I gotta say every time because I don't want to hear it. Yeah, that's really why. I just don't want to hear it. Everyone's like, "You're building crap heroes." I'm like, "Yeah, I know. That's the point." All right, so here we go. Today we are going to be going over my 5 MVP heroes. Now, they're just the ones that helped me get through the game. Yours may be different. Obviously, I'm limited on my hero pool. I can only summon rare heroes, so that sucks. I can only use heroes that are given to me, so that sucks. And I can't use any of the heroes that are basically handed to us for free. Like I'm not using Arctic. I'm not using, what the hell, Death Knight, Rhonda, Delia. Like all these heroes I don't use. So unfortunately, mine are going to be a little bit different than what yours probably will be. If you pull a legendary that's amazing in the beginning of the game and you built them to max, that hero might get you through a lot of content. So these are just my 5 heroes. And I'm going to try to be as fair as possible by saying it's the ones that literally got me through content that I would not have been able to have gotten through if it wasn't for that hero. So we're going to go through stages, I think, is how we're going to run this. So we'll start in the beginning and then we'll slowly move our way up to where we are now. So in the beginning, none of these heroes existed. So basically everything here. So top MVPs. The first hero I'm going to say is Apothecary. Now, the reason I'm going to say he is my literally the number one hero in the beginning of the game. He's easy mode. He keeps your heroes alive. He has speed up. He's got a 3-hitter on his A1. He's a badass hero. And if you put a lot of defense and speed on him, he can help you out in every part of the game. His heals can crit, and my crit rate is terrible. My Apothecary is probably the worst built Apothecary in the history of Raid Shadow Legends. I have literally never rebuilt him. I think I threw a couple of little extra pieces like that 6-star. This 6-star piece right here is probably the newest thing I threw on him, and I think maybe a speed boot maybe a couple months ago. But other than that, he's still in blues, he's got some greens. I have never rebuilt him, and he is still, even with, look at this crap crit rate. He's got 26% crit. This dude can crit heal, and I have 26% crit on him. That is the dumbest thing ever. All right. And he still is amazing. Even being built terribly, he is amazing. So amazing that I actually spent my coins that you get from the Awakenings to buy. As you can see, he is a 5-star now. I spent all of my coins getting him to 5-star. And if I ever have enough coins to buy the 6 when it pops up, I'm going to buy it. He'll probably be my first 6-star that I buy if I was able to save up enough coins. So he is literally that good. He is good even now till late game. And it's weird because you're not going to think he would be the best thing ever. He kind of looks like a tool. He looks like somebody out of Star Trek. Yes, I know Vulcans, and I will tell you they are my friends. Like he looks silly, but he's awesome. All right, he's going to keep your team alive. He's got great heals. The speed up is amazing. He just can't be stopped. He's an amazing healer. I would recommend him to any person. If you get him in the beginning, you're going to be 2-starring probably everything in the game, and you won't have to farm Spirit Host. I mean, I'd still do it, but I'm just going to say he's better. So Apothecary would be my number one MVP of not only early game, I would say even now, he is in a lot of my teams. He is in my Spider teams. He keeps the tank alive. He's in my Doom Tower teams. We use him in all over the place. I mean, here, we'll just since we're already talking about him, right? Let's go in here to dungeons. Let's just look at him real quick. Let's go in here, battle, and let's look at team setup. So he's in my Spider 20 team. This is my original setups. He's in my Dragon 20 team. He's in my Ice Golem 20 team. He's in my Fire Knight team. Like he's literally in all. Well, this team's a little different actually because I just did 21, but usually this would be Soul Bond, but he's still in that team. Yeah, he's not in Spider 15 because I didn't use him at that time back then, but he was in all of my teams. Fire Knight 17, he got us through. Spider 16, he got us through. Like he literally got us through everything. I've had him since I pulled him on day like 2 or 3, I think, and he's been in almost all of my teams. If I had to actually pick one hero that has progressed my account more than anyone, I'd probably say it is him. He is the number one. Even if I didn't go till like right now, because we all know who is going to be the one that comes up later. We all know that if you've played the game, who one of my most MVP heroes is. But you're going to see. So Apothecary, let's skip him. So that's the first one that has gotten me through a ton of stuff. If I had to say another game-changing hero, early game, we're going to say Soulbond. Soulbond Boyer is a game-changing hero. Now, she is more of a later type hero. I would say she didn't really do much for me in the beginning, because I just got her. We didn't build her. I didn't understand turn meter reduction. I didn't get how that worked. Once I figured her out, if you watch my little video that comes out from Raid, they put out the little, here's what you did for the year. She was my number one hero for last year. That's how much I used her. And I didn't think I used her that much, but apparently I do. So because she can reduce turn meter completely and has insanely high attack that she hits on her single target, and she has an AoE as her A1. So like all of these things are amazing. She actually will immediately, look at this. This is very important as to why she's so good. Look at this. Fully deplete the target's turn meter. This is like Cold Heart's sister, all right? So she completely and fully, not just fully, completely and fully depletes the target's turn meter. That's perfect for Fire Knight. Literally, we would have fights where the Fire Knight would get the shield down and never get a turn. Perfect for beating Fire Knight literally on any affinity. It's just, even if she misses once in a while, you have a bunch of heroes that have turn meters. She's like the clutch. You'll have the turn meter will be all the way at the top. She'll smack them, and then all of a sudden, boom, back down to 0. So awesome hit. This one's great because it'll ignore 75% of the target's defense. This is a one-shot arena monster. If you throw even a little bit of additional ignore defense, you can literally have her at 100% ignoring defense on this hit and just put an insane amount of crit damage. I've seen her, even with my somewhat shoddy build, do somewhere between 100 and 130,000 damage in one hit with this skill. So yes, she is great for killing Death Knight in the arena. She's great for killing Deliana in the arena. She's great for killing any stupid red hero that's annoying. What's that new one? There's the healer guy, the lizard man. She'll kill him in one hit if you get her high enough. Yeah, amazing. She's good for campaign farming because she has an A1 that attacks all enemies. You can literally just set her to only use that skill and none of the other ones, and she just constantly AoEs the entire way. You beat it in 7 seconds, problem solved. She's got a crit in all battles on her aura, which is whatever. Honestly, doesn't even matter. All right, so we put her in lifesteal. She helped me get through Spider for turn meter. She also has some AoE, so it take down some of the baby spiders. She got me through Fire Knight. She got me through Arena. Like, once I put her in my Arena team, I was able to start one-shotting Death Knight, and I never had to worry about it again. The only time I've replaced her is when I got Yannicka. Yannicka was her replacement, essentially. And she's not even a replacement. She's just my arena replacement. She is nowhere near as good as Soulbond as far as turn meter reduction. So she got me through a lot of the early game dungeons that were tough. So if you're having trouble in Fire Knight and Spider, this girl is the winner. You can watch my old videos. I have a bunch about those dungeons 1 to 20. You can go into my playlists on dungeons if you want to see more on that. But she would be my number 2. I still use her today. She's amazing. Every time I watch her pop that stupid Death Knight in the face and watch him die in one hit, it just makes me happy because I'm tired of seeing Death Knight in every single arena team. It's like the only thing that people can do is build Death Knight. So Soulbond is your Death Knight killer. Get him out of there, and then you don't have to worry about it. Let your other team kill him. If anything, just make her your first hitter so that when the attack up goes up, she gets strong, kill Death Knight, and then use the rest of your team to wipe the rest of the team, because they're a joke without Death Knight. That's usually how that works. All right. That is my second MVP hero. Now, there's going to be 2 legendaries that we're going to talk about. They're going to go next. Now, this is really what I want to say. This is what we're talking about here is really heroes that are actual game changers, that literally changed my game and let me progress past something that I was stuck on for a very long time. And both Apothecary and Soulbond are those heroes. The next one, we're going to move a little bit forward now. We're going to talk about Doom Tower. I was having a lot of trouble with certain heroes, certain teams, certain bosses. Like Griffin's a problem sometimes. Bommel is a pain in the ass. Who else is bad? The Iron Twins. is a separate thing in the Iron Twins Fortress, not Doom Tower. I was having trouble there. A lot of things were really hard in those areas in the beginning. But the one hero that I would say that once we got him was a changer, Master Butcher. Um, I can't tell you how such a dumb dwarf who literally does very little can do so damn much. It's insane how good Master Butcher is. Like, if you need someone who can keep your team alive, this is the guy. He basically can heal your whole team anytime he gets hit. All right. So when attacked, he heals all allies equal to the amount of damage taken. So if he gets hit by, obviously not bosses, if he gets hit by waves and all that, yeah, he's healing your whole team. He's great for Bommel. When the bombs go off, they don't count as a boss. So guess what? He heals your whole team and takes the damage. That's great. You let him die, you revive him, and he does it again. All right. And then if he's really beefy and tanky, you just heal him back up and he goes again and you keep doing it and soaking the damage. Great for Bommel. This guy's amazing for Bommel. He's actually really good in high damage areas. One, because he can take the hits. And if it's a boss fight, he has this really fun skill here where he revives a random ally with full HP when his champion's killed. So Syl is usually the one that gets killed because she revives everyone and ends up getting an ally protect, so she'll die next. So basically, she's probably the first one to go after that, and then he'll die, revive her, and then she revives him, and boom, you're back in business, running it again. We actually just did this with Iron Twins today on one of my videos. He's really good for that. Amazing. And it's such a dumb thing. He has a provoke, which is really good for Magma Dragon. It's a guaranteed provoke. See, look, places a provoke debuff. That means he just places it. He don't care. He's just going to place it regardless. Great for Magma Dragon in the higher end teams. He can provoke him and then just keep provoking him every other turn, and you don't have to worry about it. We actually were able to beat Magma Dragon on auto because of Master Butcher. We were able to beat Bommel because of Master Butcher. You can actually go back and watch. I think I had a video, or even in the community tab, I have a thing where I showed that we won. I was like, oh, we finally beat this stupid Dreadhorn, and it was because we built Master Butcher. I tried using Graybeard. He did nothing for me. This guy did everything. So if I had to pick one hero that really got me through the mid-game Doom Tower, it would be Master Butcher. This dude just gets you through it, and I still use him now. He's amazing. I use him in all my Doom Tower bosses that I have trouble with, where I need someone who can heal or who just doesn't die. Yeah, amazing hero with the provokes. Awesome, great for if you have a hero in a wave that's like giving you trouble. Yeah, Master Butcher. He looks like he would be bad. Trust me. I thought he was going to be terrible before I bought him. But I was like, you know what? We're going to give him a shot. And I'm glad I did because he is amazing. He got us through the early game Doom Towers. Late game Doom Tower. All right. So those are the first three. Now we're going to move up the rings a bit. And we're going to go in order. So obvious. This is an obvious one, I think. If you didn't think Syl was going to be in here, you were very mistaken. Very, very mistaken. So Syl is the reason I was able to beat stage 20 dungeons. All right. With the exception of Spider. And even in Spider, she's the reason. All right. So we were able to beat all of my dungeons. All right. I think Dragon we beat. Once I got Syl and built her, within maybe a month of that time, we beat all the stage 20 dungeons, I think. Like, literally, that's what it says. She's just that good. She is that good. She has a stun. She heals. She revives. We got Brimstone. Luckily, it was funny. I just randomly pulled a shard and we got her awakening. So we threw some Brimstone on her. This girl is good for almost every content. There's like one content that I might not bring her in, and that's because she actually the turn meter reduction she does can actually hurt your team. So other than that, she stuns everything. She has an ally protect when she revives, so the person doesn't get one shot again once they get revived. She heals every single time she goes. You put her in relentless gear, and she gets 2-3 turns in a row. She's healing every single time, and she's decreasing turn meter. She's dropping smites. Sick hero. There's a reason that everyone loves her, and it's why 6 months is the time. Like, after 6 months, you're going to be beating these dungeons, and she's going to be the reason. I guarantee it. Even if you've been pulling shards, unlike me, Syl is going to get you through more content than almost any hero you're going to pull outside of like the best of the best legendaries. She would probably rank up in the top 10 of most people's games, even if they are pulling legendary heroes. Yeah, so we got through literally Ice Golem. We got through with her. Dragon 18 and 19. Spider we ended up beating. I think it was 16 through 20 or 16 through 19. I think with her, or 16 through 18. Sorry, 16 through 18. We beat because of just her. And then Fire Knight we were able to win 19 and 20. Where else? Every single dungeon. I use her in Iron Twins. I use her in Doom Tower now because she's great for kind of just stunning things. So you don't have to watch a bunch of animations with counterattacks and all that crap. So she stuns everything. She's used in almost all my boss fights, almost every Doom Tower boss. Like it's just insane how good she is. Yeah, 100%. She deserves. If there's any hero that deserves the game changer motif or moniker, whatever they call it, it's definitely Syl of the Drakes. All right, so I would definitely say build her first over almost all the heroes. Get her booked out, max her, get her ready to rumble. If you can get Brimstone, get it. If not, save up some coins and wait for it to pop in the shop and buy it. That's how good it is. All right, definitely beat a lot of bosses. We beat hard mode. We beat the hard mode dragon with her on stage 1. So yeah, she's that good. All right. The last game changer. It's only one of 5 heroes that it could be, right? Well, one of 4, right? Well, guess who it is? We don't know who it is. Who's number 5? Boom. Drexstar Blood Twin, the Demon Lord himself. This dude is amazing. All right. This guy helped me 3-star nightmare campaigns. All right. At least the ones I've beaten. I have 4 left to do. Him and Syl together are an unstoppable force, basically. They're both defensive. They can provoke, they can stun, they can burn. It's just such a good combo for killing Nightmare campaign that just monsters have 0 chance. They just get no chance. They get provoked, they get stunned. They either attack him and then she heals them, or he'll heal himself back up because I put him in lifesteal. The dude is unstoppable. This guy puts up damage in Hydra like you would not believe. I think my best run was 4.3 million. Obviously not that great for endgame players. Obviously handicapped, so it's a little bit rougher. But out of a 4.3 million team, he put up 2.6 million of it by himself. His HP burns are insane. And then the Hydra will attack him, and then it will get burnt again, and it will keep lighting the whole thing on fire. And it's just damage after damage after damage. Most of the fights end with him just getting attacked over and over by the Hydras and them just burning themselves and then him healing himself back up. He's got an AoE provoke, so he can provoke an entire wave of heroes, which is nice when you have stupid heroes that you counterattack and a bunch of other stuff. Drexstar is definitely, I would say, one of the best heroes in the game. Like, super awesome hero. Great for Hydra, great for Nightmare campaign, great for Doom Tower. Like, use him in Doom Tower for the waves. You can just kind of, him and Syl, just honestly, you could probably run Doom Tower with just those two. Like, if those two are built and you built them to the best possible, the build ever, they are just insane defense, like 5,000-6,000 defense. Get them some crazy accuracy so they're landing everything. These two are going to just run everything by themselves. You won't even need other heroes. You got the 2 that you need, and they're both freaking free as long as you've been getting your shards. So if you haven't been getting your shards, get your shards. Yeah, get your shards from the freaking tag team arena. Yeah, Drexstar, get them. So there you go. That is the progression of my account and my 5 MVP heroes. So in the beginning, Apothecary is the man. He continues to impress me every day. He definitely helps us get through. Your early mid-game hero will be Soulbond, who's going to help you start beating those dungeons that you're having trouble with, especially Fire Knight and Spider. You're going to be getting through some things with them. We're going to love it. Master Butcher comes in just in enough time to help you out with beating Doom Tower, the bosses that kind of, whoop your ass and make sure you and stop you from beating things. Syl is going to come in and help you with your dungeons. She's going to just get you through them. You don't even need anything. You just got her. You got a healer. Make it happen. And then Drexstar comes in right at the end to just really help you out in Nightmare campaign and help you through some more of the more annoying bosses and fights and Hydra and other things. And we're about to get Akoth. We'll see how he's going to do. Let's see if Drex and his brother Akoth will be a good team. Honorable mentions as far as heroes that really pushed me forward. I wouldn't say Yannicka is one of them because she's just good. She hasn't pushed me through any content, but she's not bad. But I would say, actual content, Jizzo is an honorable mention. We use him in HP Destroy gear, and he was the first one that got us through, what was that? Scarab King. So he was an honorable mention. I would say that Our clan boss damage really skyrocketed because of Frozen Banshee, so that's really good. Spirit Host has always been a staple of most of my teams for making sure that everybody gets, some damage. Obviously, War Maiden, they're all the starting 5 heroes. They're all really good, but they're not on the list. I wouldn't call them game changers. I would just say they're really good for what they do. And then Valerie, and honestly, funny enough, Armiger, I would say, is also up there. He literally would just miss my list, I would say, even though I still think he deserves a spot. I'm just going by where I am and what got me through. Armiger is definitely he deserves number 6, but I would say if there was any of these heroes that I would replace any of them with, it would be Armiger. I would definitely say that you should build him if you're early to mid game. Start getting him ready for late game. All right, because he is that good, and he's going to be. He only gets better as you progress further. So in a month from now or 2 months from now, I could change my list and say that Armiger is the best because he is that good. All right, so those are my MVP 5s. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you guys have any game-changing heroes that really helped you, please leave a comment, like, subscribe, share. Remember, the more you guys share this video and tell everyone about it, the more I'm able to make more, and hopefully we can get to the point where we might have a nice community and I can do like live streams on days where I'm not falling asleep from working all day for the rest of the week, all right? So this is my top 5 MVP heroes, and this is Mobile Gamer Nerd, and you guys take care.